You wanna know how to do the shake effect? I will show it to you.
Alright, let's jump straight into this tutorial where we'll add a nice camera shake to the footage. By the end, you'll understand how camera shakes are actually pretty easy to create. Let's find the spot where we want to start the shake, maybe right here when she's punching the boxing bag. This moment has a lot of impact, which makes the shake feel more natural and powerful. I'd always recommend working with adjustment layers, so create one and drag it onto that punch. Make the adjustment layer about 9 frames long so we have enough space for the effect. Delete the rest of the adjustment layer, and now let's zoom in a bit. In the effects panel, search for the transform effect and drag it onto the adjustment layer. Then go to the effect controls. This is where the magic starts. On the first frame, add keyframes for position, scale, and rotation, since these are the only 3 properties we need to adjust. Move 1 frame to the right and bring now the footage to the left so we have the first camera movement. For a natural shake, I don't think in exact numbers, I think in ranges and intensity. Since we're getting black edges, scale the clip up until they disappear. Set a keyframe, and in this case 130 should work fine. Move now another frame, and this time we bring the footage to the right. I usually move the position left and right in small jumps. The key is not too far, otherwise it looks fake. So 885 should be fine here. Now go to rotation and rotate the footage slightly. This will look really dope in the final result. Next, move 2 frames to the right and continue with the position. This time, shift the footage slightly to the left. Small movements work best. A value around 786 should be fine. You can also adjust the vertical position and move it up a bit, for example to around 400. Next, move another 2 frames forward and shift the footage to the right again. The exact numbers don't really matter, just keep the movement small so everything stays clean and natural. Then move the clip down a bit, for example to around 611. This time you can also scale the clip up slightly to add a small zoom. Then move another frame to the right, shift the clip a bit to the left, and bring it up again. As you can see, we're only playing with left, right, up and down movements. So bring the clip up to around 650 and let's intensify the zoom a bit by increasing it to around 138. Then move another frame forward and shift the footage to the left again. Finally, adjust the vertical position slightly to make the final refinements. These small adjustments are what make the shake feel natural and impactful instead of chaotic. So let's play it back and check our shake effect now. You can see how these small movements really sell the impact and make the shot feel more dynamic. It already looks dope, but now we're adding the cherry on top by setting the shutter angle to 200. This adds a smooth motion blur and really makes the difference between a good camera shake and a cheap looking one. Looks way better, right? That's the power of adjustment layers. You can place the effect exactly where you want. You can even pimp this camera shake with a flash. Just search for the brightness and contrast effect and drag it onto the adjustment layer. In the effect controls, go to the first frame and add keyframes for brightness and contrast. Then move to the middle of the adjustment layer and set the brightness to around 80 and the contrast to 40. Finally, go to the end and set both values back to 0. With the motion blur and the flash combined, the effect looks much more intense. In the effect controls, you can collapse the effects. If you then select both of them, you can save the settings as a preset, which will save you a lot of time next time. Name the preset, and in the effects panel, you'll find the camera shake we just created. This makes it super easy to reuse the effect in future projects and keep your workflow fast and consistent. Now place the second clip right after the shake so the transition feels clean and impactful. Let's use this moment where she starts looking into the camera. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments.